Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys 25 Halloween costume ideas, and I know that Halloween this year may or may not be happening in some places, and by that I mean like people going trick-or-treating, but it is still fun to dress up. So if you are going to dress up this year and you need some ideas, here are 25 ideas. So the first costume idea I have is more for a group, I would think, but it's to be the characters from Among Us. Here's an example photo of a picture I found on Pinterest. These people did more of a like realistic costume. So here's a little chart of all the colors and hats you can have on Among Us. So as you can see, there's a bunch of color options and hat options. So if you did it with a group, there's definitely a ton of different variations you can do. But if you don't want to go more like realistic like this group did, all you need is just a plain color t-shirt for the color character you are. So here's some examples. If you weren't gonna wear like a specific hat like in the chart and you just wanted to be your color, you could just get those like athletic headbands in the plain basic colors and just match it with that t-shirt. If you are gonna be wearing a hat, just like buy one from like the dollar store or something, like a witch hat or the yellow party hat. For bottoms, I would just wear leggings. It depends on basically where you live, if you have a colder or a warmer climate. And if you have a colder climate, instead of wearing a t-shirt, you can always just find a basic plain colored sweatshirt. The next costume idea is a sun and moon duo. So here's an example from Pinterest, and basically it's two people and one represents the sun and one represents the moon. This one is kind of basic, but it's definitely an easier costume idea. Some clothing items that you can get to create this costume is for the sun, you could get just this plain white cami crop top with some gold sweatpants and a little like sun crown. And for the moon, you could get a black cami crop top with silver sweatpants and a little like moon and star headband. But for both of them, you could get like gold and silver face glitter and just put it like along your cheeks like the example picture had, and that would really tie it together and it would make your costume look very cute versus you going to the store and just buying like a literal like moon body costume and a sun. So this costume you can make look a little more trendy. The third costume idea I have is a cowgirl, but not just any cowgirl, like the pink, like glittery one. If you don't know what I'm talking about, here's a picture from Pinterest. I mean, I guess you could kind of call it a space cowgirl. I mean, not really, but kinda. If you wanted to recreate this costume, some items that you could get are these cowgirl hats. So you could get a plain pink one and just put the little like ruffles around it, or you could buy one that has the ruffles, and you could get a plain white one with a glitter star on it, or you could add a glitter star. For a top, you could wear a plain white crop top. For bottoms, there's a lot of different things you could do. I mean, same with the top, but for bottoms, you could have a pink, shiny leather mini skirt, normal black jean shorts, or these cool holographic sweatpants. For shoes, maybe Doc Martens, like the white ones. I just feel like it ties it all together, you know? You could also wear like a pink bandana around your neck or in your hair. And then you could also just stop at Dollar Tree or something to buy those like horses on a stick that you could carry around. The fourth costume I have is to be like your Harry Potter house. I have never read a Harry Potter book nor seen a Harry Potter movie, so I'm not the best in this like subject. But here's a picture from Pinterest if you don't know what I'm talking about. So basically, if you're a boy or a girl, you could like dress up as if you were in your Harry Potter house. Some inspiration of clothes that you could do to make this costume is any kind of like plaid dress to match the color of your house. I know there's 4 houses. I believe it's like Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, and Slytherin. So you could have any color that matches that group. You could get like an oversized blazer. So here's an example of what that looks like just laying down, and then here's what it looks like on a person. So instead of you buying like a cloak type thing, you could just get a blazer to make it look more modern, I guess. For under the dress, since the ones I have are spaghetti strap, you could just get this like white collared t-shirt to put under it. And then for shoes, obviously there's a ton of options, but one that I saw was just like black socks that go a little bit above your ankle with black shoes. Like I said, I don't know much about Harry Potter, but that is a costume idea. Number 5 on my Halloween costume list is like a money heist thing. I don't know like how to say it, but it's basically where you dress up like this and you wear a mask like you kind of just like robbed a bank or something. I don't know, it's kind of confusing. So to do this costume, all you need is the little mask, you know, to put on your face, red sweatpants, if it's cold, a red sweatshirt, but if it's not cold, you could tie it around your waist, a black sports bra or cropped tank top, and then just like fake money to put in your pockets, to hold in your hands, all that stuff. Next, we have the Purge, and this one is very basic. I know a lot of people do this one. If you don't know what the Purge costume I'm talking about, it looks like this. To make this costume, all you need is the light up LED Purge mask, just some like plain black shorts, and then a plain like black top that's like a tank top or something. And then for the shirt that'll like be opened, you'll need an oversized like white shirt, and then get some like red paint or fake blood and do like smeared handprints over it, and then like rip or cut your shirt to make it look distressed, I guess, in a way. So then it can end up looking like this. Or if you look on the example picture that I have, you can see that their shirts are open, they're ripped, all that kind of stuff. And then lastly, you could carry around a bat as a prop, you know, like you're ready to just whack someone in the head. This one is to dress up as like a Girl Scout troop with your friends. Here's an example of what that looks like. I thought this one was actually really cute, and I know I was in Girl Scouts when I was younger, and I thought it'd be a cool idea to do with your friends. To remake this costume, you would basically just want a white collared shirt. I would buy a like tan tennis skirt. You would just need a plain sash, or you could literally just cut fabric in the shape of it. You could obviously just like print out fake badges or buy fake badges as like the Girl Scout badges that go on the sash. You could wear a fanny pack. I don't know why, but that just kind of matches it in a way. And then for shoes, I would just wear like plain white socks that go a little above your ankle and just like white shoes. So the next one I have is to be an alien, and you can do this by yourself or with a friend or a group of friends. Here's an example of what that looks like. An idea of how to recreate this costume: you would want a holographic tank top or top, a holographic skirt or pants, that like headband that has the little like glitter balls on it, and then you could get some like silver face glitter and put that along your face. And then for a hairstyle, I don't know why, but I felt like this would be a good hairstyle. It's the half up, half down in space buns. Here's a picture of what that would look like. I feel like that would just be very cute and match the alien vibe. Another idea I have is to be a hippie. Here's an example of what that might look like. And for this costume, I feel like it'd be very easy. You just need an oversized tie-dye shirt, one of those like big peace sign necklaces, so it's like a longer necklace with a big peace sign at the bottom, one of those daisy crowns that go around like your forehead, and then just any of those hippie glasses. I don't know if that makes sense, but they look like this. Alright, so now I have a very common basic one, and that one is to be a group of M&Ms. So I know this one's really basic and a lot of people do this, but it's definitely an easy costume to make if you're running out of time to find a costume or you need a group one. Something like that is definitely an easy choice. So for that costume, all you need is just a plain colored t-shirt for your color of an M&M. And then to go with that, I found these socks at Party City, like their website. They're these long socks that have the same colors and then just white stripes on it. I don't know, I feel like that would go with it, and then like white Converse or something. The next costume idea I have is not really a costume, it's just a lazy costume, I guess. So if you're like me and sometimes you just don't want to dress up or put the effort into it, but you still want to have fun on Halloween, you could literally just wear pajamas for your costume. You could also like dress up in pajamas, if you know what I mean, or be like a little girl in her pajamas. But some examples on how to make this costume is just like a white tank top or something. Obviously pajama pants, they could be Christmas, Halloween, or just normal pajama pants. And then slippers. I know these ones are very popular, but you could also wear Uggs or something. My 12th idea is to be a fairy or a group of fairies. So obviously there's like Tinkerbell and that one fairy show. I'll put a picture right here. I don't remember what it's called. And you could just dress up as those fairies, but you could also be like a stereotypical fairy. So by stereotypical fairy, this is kind of what I mean. I found this on Pinterest. So to do this costume, I would wear like a glitter sparkly tank top or something with one of those like pink fluffy fairy skirts or princess skirts that you can find at Dollar Tree. You can also find these at Dollar Tree, but just those like cheap wings that you wear to be a fairy. I don't know, they look like that. And then you could just get one of those cheap fairy ones, or you could make your own, to be honest with you. This next one is also very, very basic, just like the M&M's one, and I feel like you see this every year at every Halloween party, and that is the Angel and Devil duo. This is what it looks like. To do that costume, all you need is like some red dress for the devil with the little like devil horn headband, and then a white dress for the angel and the little like white fluffy halo headband. Very easy, very simple, and you can also add a ton of other things to make it more unique. So this one is a lifeguard, but this one is basically where you dress up like this. And if it's cold where you live, this is also pretty easy to do because you just get a sweatshirt and sweatpants instead of a t-shirt and shorts. But to do this costume, you could get a white lifeguard t-shirt or sweatshirt. And if you don't want to buy one of them, then you can just print it out and put it on a plain white or red sweatshirt. You would get the same thing in shorts. A red like fanny pack, because you know the lifeguards wear them with like the band-aids and stuff in it. A bucket hat, some color like red or white, or just one of those like visors that's red or white. You could also get one of those like plastic whistles that you wear around your neck. My 15th idea is more for a group, but for you guys to dress up as characters from Wizard of Oz. But here's an example that I found on Pinterest, and I thought it was very cute because they didn't just go to a store and buy like just a flat out costume, they just DIY'd it. So if you wanted to DIY it, you could just get a plain like plaid blue dress and then those like glittery red heels for Dorothy. And I would also braid your hair into French braids. For the Tin Man, you could get a silver or gray dress with the silver flats and just buy like a funnel and spray paint it gray or silver, or you could buy one that's silver. I don't think it's actually a funnel, but like it looks like a funnel. Here's a picture of what it looks like. For the Scarecrow, you could wear like maroon shorts with a dark gray or greenish top. Doc Martens, I feel like the black ones would go well with this. And then you could just buy straw or hay or whatever to stuff in your shoes or in your sleeves. You could also buy one of those like farmer's hats. And then lastly, for the Lion, you could just get like a yellow or a burnt yellow dress like this with these type of shoes. I don't know what they're called. And then just like lion ears. And then obviously I think you should get face paint to make like obviously the lion face. And then for the Tin Man, you could paint your face silver. And then for the Scarecrow, you could draw the little like patches of fabric onto you. Another idea I have for a group is the Powerpuff Girls. I have seen a good amount of people do this, but this is what it looks like to make this costume. For the pink girl, you could wear like a red spaghetti strap crop tank top with a bright pink shiny mini skirt. You could wear those fishnets on your legs with the black Doc Martens as your shoes. For your like head, kind of, you could get those like pink heart glasses. But for the blue girl, you could get a matching like top and skirt in this baby blue color. You could get those like black boots that go up to your knee, and then you could just do little like blue scrunchies in your hair or something like that. And then lastly, for the green girl, you could get a lime green spaghetti strap tank top with the black mesh crop top on top of it so you can still see the green through. Just a black like leather mini skirt, these black wedges, and then you could get those like bright green hand fishnets. This next idea is also a good idea for like a group, but you can also do it single, and that is to be boxers. So here's an example of a picture that I found on Pinterest. For this one, you would just want like a black sports bra with black spandex shorts. You could get like a pink silk robe that you would leave a little bit open, you know? And then this is optional, but you could just find a cheap pair of pink boxing gloves to go with it. Another character group costume idea I have is to be Winnie the Pooh characters. Here's an example that I found on Pinterest. For Winnie the Pooh, you could get a plain maroon t-shirt, and then with like yellow fabric paint, you could just write like Pooh or whatever it says on the shirt. For bottoms, you could just wear black leggings, or you could get like that burnt yellow colored leggings or sweatpants. For Tigger, you could just get a bright orange oversized shirt, and then with black fabric paint, you could draw the little stripes. And then for Tigger, I would do black leggings to match the black stripes. And then finally for Piglet, you could just wear a pink oversized shirt, and then with just a pink Sharpie, a darker pink Sharpie, you could just draw lines on the shirt and then wear pink leggings or tights. And then for the little ears of the costume, you could just get cardstock or that like foam paper stuff and just cut out ears and like put it on a headband or something. Another costume that you could be is just simply any animal, and for this one you could just wear like an animal onesie, or you could actually like dress up as an animal, such as these girls. They dressed up as a leopard, I believe. Another idea is you and your group could be like part of an army, kind of. So this is what I mean by that. I'm kind of bad at explaining it, but basically what you do is you would find those camo cargo pants with a black belt over them, a black fitted long sleeve shirt, a like tan hat or cap or whatever. So my costume idea is to simply be a ghost, and this one is obviously very simple. All you have to do is just get a sheet and cut little holes for the eyes so obviously you can see. To add a little spice to it, you could just wear sunglasses over it like this picture. The next costume idea I have is Frat Boy. So if you don't know what that is, this is what it looks like. So to make this costume, you would just need like your dad's work shirt or something like that. You could either leave it buttoned up or you can just leave it open with like a white shirt under it. You would just wear like a baseball cap backwards. For shoes, you would wear those like longer Nike socks with white high top Converse. And then obviously you would need a red Solo cup to carry around as your prop. This next idea I got specifically from Annie Long. If you haven't seen her channel before, she is a really good YouTuber and she did just post, at least the day before I'm filming this, a 10 DIY Halloween costume ideas video, and this costume was in that video and I thought it was a cool idea, so I decided to include it in mine. This idea is a Visco Girl / camp counselor. This one could really go as both. So this is kind of an example of what that would look like, but basically you would wear an oversized t-shirt, Birkenstocks or Crocs with or without socks. You would have some kind of like, you know, like athletic water bottle. You would obviously have friendship bracelets and then like that Sunbum sunscreen. Could also add a bucket hat to that. My second to last idea is a tourist. This one's also pretty basic and this is an example of what that could look like. So to do this, you would just wear like one of those Hawaiian t-shirts and then you would have those tan like cargo shorts, a fanny pack, one of these hats, I don't know what they're called, and then longer Nike socks with just athletic shoes. Those like sunglasses that a lot of dads have or used to have, they look like that. Binoculars, a camera. And finally, the 25th costume idea that I have is just a simple farmer. Here's an example of what that could look like. And to recreate this costume, you would just want a plaid long sleeve or short sleeve shirt, some overalls that could be pants or shorts, some cowgirl boots or just normal boots, and finally one of those farmer's hats. And for hair, I would recommend French braids. I just feel like that would fit it very well. But those are all of the ideas I have for today's video. I hope that helped you if you're trying to decide what you want to dress up for Halloween this year. But if you're not really going trick-or-treating this year because I know COVID, you can always just stay home and watch movies, or you could dress up at home with your family. But that is it for today's video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell down below to turn on your post notifications to know whenever I post. I post every Friday at 11 a.m. PST with occasional pop-up posts. Thank you guys so much for watching and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!